John Finucchi. I'm the account manager for LoJack here in this part of northern Colorado, and my partner here, Jerry Cole, is our law enforcement liaison. How many of you ever heard of LoJack?
And I know Jerry too.
And you know Jerry too. How many of you bought LoJack here when you bought your car? There you go. So this is just the audience I'm looking for. Automotive Avenues was actually the very first dealership that signed up with LoJack when we came into this market. LoJack as a company started in 1986. We're headquartered just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. We have an international reach. We're in 28 countries around the world and 28 states here in the U.S. where we have our law enforcement set up with our tracking computers and with where we actually sell LoJack. So what is LoJack? LoJack really is a small transmitter that's hidden in your car when you buy it, and it gives law enforcement the ability to recover your car very quickly in the event that it's stolen. In Colorado, we have better than a 90% recovery rate, and our average recovery nationally we say is under 2 hours. In Colorado, our average is well under an hour. We get most of them back. You might ask, well, why is that? Well, LoJack is a radio frequency technology, meaning that it doesn't rely on a satellite. If the thief takes your vehicle to underground parking, or in a lot of cases where they put them in storage containers to ship them out, you see that in the news all the time, that signal from LoJack is still able to be broadcast out of there. LoJack is a one-time upfront. You buy it when you buy your car. There's no monthly fees, there's no annual fees. One-time purchase, and it's in your car. The deal about it is we have a very strong relationship with law enforcement. Okay, we have equipped greater than 350 vehicles in the Colorado area that have our tracking computers in them, as well as the State Patrol fixed wing and helicopter have our tracking devices. So what do you do if your car is stolen? Call 911, just like you normally do. That alerts the police. They'll take your report. When they put the vehicle identification number of your car into the National Crime Data Bank, that turns the unit on. 100% operated by the police. And that unit starts transmitting. And then any police vehicle that's in that area with our tracking computers is able to pick up that signal, and Jerry will talk about that a little bit later. So then they're able to quickly track your car. What's the advantage there? You give somebody a couple of hours in your car. What's in there is, if you have a nav system, they can type in home, see where you live. Your garage door opener is probably right up here over your visor. If you live in a gated community, your gate key is somewhere close because you're going to swipe it to get back into where you live. Some thief has all of that information. All right? And I don't know, you probably saw the news. This was probably a month and a half ago now, but there was an incident where a guy came home from work early in the morning, and he woke up with a guy with a pistol to his head. It was down here in kind of the Wash Park area, Downing, Lafayette, around in there. And somebody had come in through the dog door, followed him home, saw he had a pretty nice looking Jeep, and thought, I think I'll take that. Went inside, loaded the guy's stuff up in it. He had already tied up and beaten the woman who lived in the house. She finally escaped, got outside after 45 minutes or an hour, and screaming down the street, somebody called the police. So the police were on their way. When this guy took off, the owner of that Jeep had called the police. My vehicle was stolen. The State Patrol helicopter was in the air and started immediately picking up the signal. 4 or 5 minutes they were on top of this guy. That's just how quick that it can work. And so whoever stole your car doesn't have opportunity to do whatever else. Maybe they took your car because they want your car. They're going to sell it. Maybe they're going to part it out. Maybe they want it because they're going to come to your house, or they're in some kind of home burglary situation. So LoJack gives you the safety, security, and peace of mind knowing that in the event your vehicle is stolen, the police are able to quickly recover it. For those of you that didn't buy LoJack, LoJack comes with a 24-hour money-back guarantee. If we can't recover your car in 24 hours, we'll give you the money back that you paid for LoJack. That's how confident we are, and our relationship with law enforcement is that strong that we know we're going to get your cars back. All right? I was going to have Jerry talk a little bit about what his role is with law enforcement, the training that he does for the street officers, and the equipment that he uses to set up their vehicles with our tracking devices. And then we'll just have a quick question and answer if you have any questions about LoJack.
Thank you, John. My name is Jerry Cole. I'm a retired sergeant from the Lakewood Police Department. I've driven these streets millions of miles, it seems like. But I've been working for LoJack now for 10 years. One of the things that might be on your mind is that LoJack does not invade your privacy like GPS products do. The LoJack device that is concealed in your vehicle is completely hidden and it's off, it's dormant. It wakes up for a split second every once in a while to tune itself with the towers, but it's not like your cell phone or a GPS product that's revealing your location. You know, we can't monitor you. We're not Big Brother. We're not, you know, looking over your shoulder. And the LoJack can only be turned on by a report by you to law enforcement saying my vehicle is stolen, and it's automatic. So you don't have to remember to do anything else. You do what you normally would do, and that is call the police, report your car stolen. That entry goes into the nationwide police computer. Once that VIN matches up with our database, then we're sending a radio signal saying turn on, turn on, turn on. And we repeat that signal for 30 days. It only takes one broadcast to turn on the unit that's in your car, but we hammer away at it just to make sure that it happens, that it doesn't get missed. You know, you can miss a phone call every once in a while because you're in a bad area, but we hammer away at it and make sure it happens. Then your car is a miniature radio broadcasting station. So it's broadcasting a homing signal that the police pick up with patrol equipment that we give them for free. It doesn't cost law enforcement any money at all to have the LoJack tracking equipment that we give them. The officer picks up the signal. It's got a signal strength, it's got a directional indicator, it's got a code which they query against the police computer. It says, yep, this is a confirmed stolen vehicle. Here's the year, make, model, color, VIN number, the agency that entered, the case number, all of that. And then it's just a matter of playing, the hot and cold game. When the little kids, when you play a birthday game and they're blindfolded, you're getting colder and you're going this way, you're getting warmer, you're warmer. Well, that's exactly how the LoJack works. My role with LoJack is as law enforcement liaison. I'm the one that provides the equipment to law enforcement agencies. Many of these people are my friends. They have been for years and years. I help them in case they have any issues. I make sure that the equipment and the training is kept up to date in all of the agencies, and every agency has LoJack. I mean, even the smallest of little agencies like Fountain and Milliken and Mountain View, right here closely, they've got LoJack and they've made recoveries. So it's something where I'm available as a direct point of contact for law enforcement in case they have any questions. Really, I think that's about it. I would mention that I've got pictures of recoveries that I've taken when I've been there. The vast majority of recoveries occur with law enforcement. I'm not there, they just take care of business. It's the stolen vehicle entry that turns it on. It's the stolen vehicle cancellation that shuts it off. Unless the car is in a crash, the LoJack will work a second time or a third time. We've had people who have had their cars stolen repeatedly, and the LoJack still works time after time. Questions?
Where is it installed?
The question was, where is it installed? Our installers, and actually Automotive Avenues, we've trained their technicians, a couple of them, to do the installs. They hide it in one of 30 or 40 different places in the car. They don't tell you, they don't tell me, they don't tell anybody. And if people are around when they're doing that, Jerry knows. But yeah, we hide it. It can be anywhere, so it's not something that's easily detectable. It's small, maybe about the size of a cell phone. There's no external markings, so that a thief would, maybe a more sophisticated thief would go, here's some things I need to look for. By the time they do that, they're usually on top of it.